Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. As always, we have Speedrunner0218 with us,
Hello.
and special guest Scott's Thoughts.
Hey, it's good to be here.
And we are going to be doing Rayquaza in Generation 1.
Oh no, are we gonna have pronunciation conflicts? Rayquaza?
We will. Yeah, it's mostly Steve who does it.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I used to do it too.
I've always known it was Rayquaza because I knew about the word like quasar.
Oh yeah.
That's what I kind of base it off of.
Well,
Sorry, I derailed the intro.
no, it's all right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you guys got time to take a look at the moveset before we get started, but newsflash, we start with Gust. So, probably not going to be beating Brock very quickly and putting up a competitive time.
Especially not with Groudon and Kyogre.
But every single Pokemon does, in fact, have to, have its place somewhere. So somebody's got to be at the bottom. Somebody's got to, not everybody can have a moveset that's going to be perfect. There's always going to be that Jinx in there that's really good, struggles at Brock.
Yeah, Jinx is painful for Brock.
Yeah.
Maybe
real
I'm
bad.
curious. Maybe you can go through the moves that it learns and talk about like why the choices were made, because I'm sure some people will have those questions.
Oh.
Yeah, we can do that.
Definitely. I've got both sets of movesets on my monitor if you guys want to check over on my stream very quickly. But the original moveset has Twister as its starting move, so we went with Gust. I unfortunately gotta say that this is probably the right comparison, even though it's the most annoying comparison.
Twister is pretty bad.
The only thing I could have probably made it a little bit more authentic, since Twister gets stab and Gust does not get stabbed, maybe we could have gone Wing Attack. But I mean, 1-for-1, it's more of a Gust, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, and String Shot is to replace Scary Face because I think String Shot's the only move in Gen 1 that lowers speed without doing damage, so it was the best one we had.
Yeah, I think that is true. I don't think there is any move in Generation 1 that lowers speed by 2 stages.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah.
Then we've got Rock Throw for Ancient Power. Unfortunately, it has to be Rock Throw. It's the closest in power.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the accuracy is pretty bad.
Yeah. And then if you're wondering, at level 30 and 31, there's Meditate and Agility. That's to try and replace Dragon Dance, which boosts attack and speed. So we have one for attack and one for speed.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't think of a single move that increases your speed by 1 stage.
I don't think there is one either. I think it's only agility.
Yeah.
Which is crazy when you think about it, because like there's +1s for and +2s for a lot of the typings, but just not speed.
Yeah. I know. Speed's like, yeah. I was thinking about it the other day too, like String Shot is a bug move and it lowers speed, and agility is usually on flying type Pokemon, but it raises it by 2 stages. It's almost like the developers wanted to like really make sure that flying types countered bug types. So you get your speed lowered by a bug, but you can just boost it 2 stages instead.
I don't think flying types will need agility to counter a bug type.
Yeah, I know. That's the point. It's like so weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
I think
For move types that typically don't exist, like Crunch, we kind of went with the more normal route because there's just a lot more normal moves to go with, and we don't want to give it a
Yeah.
typing that doesn't necessarily deserve. So that's why it gets Tri-Attack at 35.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Tri-Attack, the move that doesn't have a secondary effect in Generation 1. Everyone always tells me you should use more Tri-Attack. No, it's just bad.
That is
I
correct.
wish it had that secondary effect.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
I don't remember what Pokemon we used Tri-Attack not too long ago, but the 10 PP on it became very obvious very quickly.
Yeah, sadly.
And then the rest of them are kind of one for one if you notice. I mean, we got body slam for extreme speed, relatively the same. I mean, we could have given it try attack, but I mean, level 60, I think it's not even going to matter.
Yeah. And then there's moves like flamethrower and hyper beam, because it gets hyper beam at a late level, but we're probably not going to reach either of those levels.
I think if someone reaches level 65, something will have gone wrong.
Yeah, you messed up. It's level 65
Yeah.
is meant for like the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
I wouldn't agree with that. I say I get to level
It's not the
65 on
worst.
the majority of my runs that are just not slow level up group.
Yeah, slow growth rate. Like slow
Yeah.
growth rate is going to be like, I don't know, maybe like a level 60 finish, but that's even with some extra battles.
That'd also be like after 10, 11 rare candies.
Yeah.
And the rest of the moves are pretty one for one explanatory. There are plenty of
Yeah.
moves it did not get because there were no other moves that were one for one comparisons.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, and I think it makes sense for this thing to have like kind of all the elemental stuff. It has both water moves, both ice moves, both electric moves, fire blast.
Yeah,
Rock
because I
slide.
remember.
yes.
Yeah, it gets it in Gen 3 as a move tutor.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I usually look at the move tutors when I'm doing backports. They really, 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 really show like a good. They give a good sense of what they would have had in Generation 1.
Yeah, it helps with Gen 2 as well because some of the Gen 3 tutors are Gen 2 moves like Icy Wind or Snore or Fury Cutter.
I'll go through the base stats, I guess. So base stats has 105 HP, 150 attack and special, 90 defense, and 95 speed, giving it an 18.36% chance to crit in Generation 1.
I like to. Oh, God.
The reason it's 150 special is because Steve and I are going by the, what do you call it, the Chansey rule, where you just use the higher number. So
the Chansey rule.
That's what Gym Leader Matt calls it. He calls it the Chansey
Oh, I
exception.
like that. Good job, Gym Leader Matt. That is a good rule. Chansey rule, okay.
Right. Right. So
just a couple things before I start. My if you've listened to me for a long time, you'll probably notice my voice sounds kind of strained today. I've actually hardly talked at all. This is just what happens to my voice later in the day, and it's why I was so concerned about it last year. Anyways, I'm gonna do my best to sound okay for this stream, but if I sound a bit hoarse, sorry. And then the second thing is there's like construction outside, so you might hear a little bit of background noise. Apologies in advance.
I think that's about everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Should we finish off the weather trio?
Oh, yeah.
you shall. Make sure you click options and then back out of options at least once. It does, in fact, make a difference.
It does. Yes.
I tested that.
Also, make sure that I have my encounters turned on.
Yep.
Yeah,
we don't want you getting no encounter Mount Moons.
No, it's like, I'm good at cheating, don't worry. Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, are you ready, Steve?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Another thing is, instant text speed. So, just so everyone's aware, this is not going to be comparable with like regular footage, that sort of stuff on my channel.
Nice thing about instant text speed is it does in fact punish you for doing extra training, and it does not punish nearly as much for people who skip the training, because then you could go through things with less animations.
Yeah. It also doesn't punish like a lot of like picking up items and stuff in the overworld, because that just takes less time.
Yeah.
Or like talking to NPCs, like the girl in Celadon to get all the TMs and stuff. That can sometimes take a while.
Yeah, like I always like talking to Potion Guy on Route 1.
Oh, I haven't talked to that guy in a long time.
Oh, I talk to him most every run.
Really? Well, I guess that makes more sense because I'm playing yellow, you guys are playing blue, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like in yellow version, it makes less sense to talk to him because you can just buy potions in the Viridian Mart.
Yeah,
but those
that-
potions
that's a
don't
good point.
exist in red and blue.
Nope.
So if you're gonna get potions early game, you have to get them from like the guy or from the PC or from other locations in the forest where they're available, or the tree in Viridian City.
Yeah, I don't like going back to heal whenever we do Nugget Bridge, so I usually have 6 potions by then. 6 pick-upable potions.
Okay, yeah.
I oftentimes just don't talk to that guy just because I pick up a ton of potions and I don't seem to use them quickly enough.
Yeah.
I have like an unspoken rule where I try and use the potions by the time I get to Surge.
Okay. I'm yeah, it's nice to use them up. I think before the department store. That's always my kind of unspoken rule. Is like I don't want them in my bag after the department store because then I'm gonna have a lot of time like where it's just like you don't have space. Waste so much time.
Yeah. I try and use them up before Vermilion because that's where I like to sell my nugget.
Okay. Oh, you sell the nugget in Vermilion. Interesting.
Yeah, it's an old speedrunning habit.
I also sell
Cool.
the
That's
Nugget in
where-
Vermilion.
Because that's
Hmm.
where runs with buy repels.
Right.
Same.
Okay, so what level do we think for Brock?
I'm not even
I-
gonna make an attempt until 10.
I
Yeah.
might wait till, I don't know, maybe 13.
Yeah.
I'd-
Maybe I'll try at 10. We'll see.
Another thing to mention to everyone who's watching is the fact that my Brock, both of his Pokemon are 2 levels lower for me, and he's 2 levels higher for you. Level 12 Geodude, level 14 Onyx, whereas mine's level 10 Geodude, 12 Onyx.
Yeah.
I understand the level
Something
difference usually makes a big deal, but I noticed the defense curl is the bigger kicker.
Yeah. Yeah. Defense curl is really annoying in red and blue because the Geodude can take much longer to knock out with normal moves.
Something unfortunate happened. I was
Uh-oh.
poisoned in the overworld. I was a few steps away from the center, but I died. I hadn't caught any Pokemon, so I'm all the way back at Pewter.
Oh, that hurts.
With less
Yeah.
money.
Luckily, I did my shopping first.
Do you mean pallet or pewter?
Pallet. I
Pallet,
went back
okay.
to Pallet. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not even in Pewter City yet.
I was going up there just to heal. That's one thing you won't have to deal with, because I'm not I don't think Weedle spawn in yellow.
Weedle do not spawn in yellow. There are no Weedles in this game. I remember being very sad about that as a kid. I love Beedrill. It's such a cool Pokemon.
I feel like it's like a
Wow,
really,
there's
really rare encounter in Red Blue.
Weedle?
Weedle?
Well,
Isn't
one
it
of the
pretty
two are
common?
rare. I thought the Caterpies are more common.
I know between red and blue, there was either more common Caterpies or Weedles. I think red version is Weedle.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I just know in red and blue I get poisoned all the time, and it's really frustrating. Plus, the Pokemon are lower levels in the forest, which means training for Brock takes longer, and he's higher levels, which is very annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, I've always wondered, what level is the Pidgeotto in yellow?
Level 9. Level 9.
Nice.
Terrifying when it shows up, and you're not ready for it. It just like sand attacks you and then gusts you to death. Sometimes you can't escape because you don't have enough speed.
Sometimes I
Pokemon
figured it was most of the time.
There was a Pokemon that really struggled because of that, and I was terrified to go into the grass. Is it like Muck or Weezing? I forget which one it was.
Figured
I
it'd be
s-
something weak to flying.
Yeah, but Gust is not a flying move in these games.
Oh, right, I forgot.
It's always terrifying when I go into the Pokemon Mansion while I'm paralyzed, because there's always that chance, if you're a little under leveled, that you run into like a Muck or a Weezing, and the Weezing, I think, generally knows
Yes.
self-destruct.
Yes. In yellow version, it's Raticate, and it has Hyper Fang and Super Fang. And then it's like fast enough to trap really slow Pokemon and knock them out, like Parasect. Alright. Oh, I got the Pidgeotto.
Have you ever had a run where Pidgeotto was your flyer?
Yes. Kangaskhan run, and it was for Mother's Day, and I nicknamed the Pidgeotto Mama Bird.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was very fitting. Okay, has anyone fought Brock yet?
No.
I attempted him at level 11. I never got past the Geodude.
Okay, so. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm trying him at level 13.
That might be a better level.
Ooh, boy, that XP is certainly different. I have not even attempted him yet, and I'm only 11.
Yeah. Like, I think my early game is going to be significantly faster.
Yeah, because the forest is way better training.
Yeah.
Higher
And,
encounter
like,
rate, too.
Rayquaza might just have, like, enough ease with the rest of the game that there's no way for both of you to catch up. Yeah, I just beat Brock. I don't think you'll need higher than 13, though. I had more than half health left over after defeating him.
We'll see about that.
Although defense curl is a huge problem for us, though.
Yeah, I did crit the Geodude twice as well, which was nice.
Lucky you. I
At
never
least
got a crit.
At least I think it's twice. My chat's probably going to correct me. They'll be like, actually, you critted 5 times or something. Oops. Hopefully I got it right. Also, for anyone who's wondering when my produced videos are coming back, when they're ready. Over the weekend, I had a catastrophic data loss on my computer, and I lost all of my files. And I had to spend 2 days recovering all of the data. So I have it all back now, but there was a little bit of a setback in production.
Jeez, did you have to like hire like an outside company, or were you able to figure out how to do that?
Luckily, no. Data recovery is really expensive if you do it through a company. I used to work at Best Buy, and when we'd quote people data recovery services, like everyone was always just like, "Okay, I guess I don't have my files anymore."
Right?
It was like $1,600 for like the comprehensive option, and there was no guarantee that the files would be recovered. But yeah, I'm lucky. I keep like all my files that I use to work on the videos, I keep in the cloud, and I also back them up on a network attached storage. No, it's like a NAS. It's like a network attached storage. So it's like it's kind of like a server with a bunch of hard drives that sits in your house, and you back up onto that.
Oh yeah.
But it was just like it was like 600 or 700 gigabytes of stuff, so getting it all back onto the computer and downloading it took forever.
It must have, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, level 13.
Nice.
In the second run, I'm gonna need to fight the optional rival. I decided to do Route 2 training. It took forever.
Yeah, I fought the rival 1A, so I'm gonna fight Jolteon in this one.
Yeah, I figured it'd be too much time to backtrack, so I just stuck to the grass.
Okay, I'm getting like encounters every 2 steps in Mount Moon. This is brutal.
Now you know what we have to go through.
Oh, I lost Brock. Bummer.
Oh, was it level 13?
Oh, yeah, 13. He had about 1/4 HP. Unfortunately, he just nailed too many tackles with all the screeches set up.
Oh, that sucks.
All right, I just beat him on my first try at 13.
That is unfortunate.
The one disadvantage of the instant text, it's hard to see if the Onyx used bide.
Oh yeah, it's so fast. Yeah. Another one like that's really tricky is waking up from sleep, because it scrolls by so quickly. I always have problems with that. I have to really remember to spam B during sleep, especially when I'm using rest, spamming it like a noob.
That second Brock attempt was even worse than the first.
Oh no.
He just continuously used tackle over and over again.
For anyone who has questions about the move pool, rewind to the beginning of the stream, please. We went through all of it. And Soul, please take care of that in my chat, please. Every time someone asks, back to the beginning of the stream.
Yeah. Hey Steve, you don't hear too much in the background on my end, do you?
I hear a little bit.
Okay,
I don't know about Steve.
I can
yeah.
fix that.
know if this is a good idea. I think facing Misty before the rival and Nugget Bridge is a good idea.
I got brought down to like a tiny sliver. I have not gotten a crit, not
Did he
once.
get you again?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if you guys landed a crit at any point, but I have not.
I think I crit the Geodude 3 times.
I've never done that either.
Oh, that's great.
At best, I've done 2.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I'm just saying, at least this stream, I'm not the one having a bad time for once.
Yeah, last time, the second run. That was pretty.
Yeah, I hate to think about that run.
Oops.
I don't know how you guys did it at 13, man. I just got crushed again.
No.
It's like halfway. I didn't even get past the halfway mark.
Maybe Speed got really lucky. I don't know. I don't think I needed to get that lucky just because it's yellow version.
I had 10 HP.
Okay, I had 30 HP left over. Like, it felt very dominant, and I just spammed Gust the entire time.
I think the Onyx used Bide like 5 or 6 times.
Is that what I'm supposed to do? Am I just supposed to spam Gust and just take it?
You could. When I did the 1 turn of Gust, it dealt back 4 damage in Bide. But I would try and String Shot into Bide.
Okay, I only won because in the 3rd turn of Bide, I got a crit and finished him off.
Nice.
I was not going to win otherwise.
Good job, man.
Also, I messed up and didn't learn Dragon Rage. Someone's like, why didn't you learn Dragon Rage? It's like, I messed up. I didn't see it. I pressed all the wrong buttons.
That's actually funny.
You had too many moves?
Yeah, I had 4 moves.
Maybe I should try Rival 2 first. What starter does he have in Red and Blue?
I don't remember.
Squirtle.
What I replaced. Yeah,
It
he
was
has Squirtle.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, like, I figured of all of them, the one that would be most likely to know an ice move was Squirtle, but, like, obviously it doesn't know an ice move, but, like, theoretically it would be the most likely to know an
It
ice
does
move.
know an ice move when you get to the champion.
Does it?
Yeah, it gets Blizzard. It's one of the very few
gets
Pokemon
Blizzard.
where they alter the moveset.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, with Charizard, it gives it Fire Blast, and Venusaur gets Solar Beam.
I was facing that one today.
Red and Blue Venusaur?
Yeah.
Oh.
I played 2 red runs today. I do play red and blue. People think that I don't play red and blue. I do.
All I remember is that one Gyarados and Kangaskhan run.
Yeah. I did Gyarados, Kangaskhan, and Gengar. I think those are the 3 that I've done in red in recent days.
Besides the ancient stuff.
Yeah, there's some ancient red runs, but we don't talk about those.
Someone in my chat the other day said that they did more runs than you, and I'm like, that's just not possible. This one time I had a question for Scott about what my moveset should be going with Kangaskhan, and Scott's like, yeah, I just did a whole entire playthrough. You should definitely do this. And I'm like, what do you mean you did a whole playthrough? You know, I had 50 minutes to spare.
I remember I was sitting on the couch with my wife, and I remember you like typing the message about Kangaskhan, and I was like, I'm gonna go do a Kangaskhan run. I just like ran upstairs and did one. I was so curious. I couldn't let the curiosity get me. Also, why does it get Earthquake and not Dig? Can we talk about that?
Because in Gen 3, it does not learn Dig.
Oh, okay. Don't you think
But
his tiny little arms could do it? I think they could. Look at that. He could, with his little, like, claws, I think he could make it happen.
Yeah,
Well,
we try and do the 1-for-1 replacement, but if our 1-for-1 replacement is a move it doesn't get, like Dig, then we didn't give it to it. I think Rayquaza normally gets Earthquake. I think that's what
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
There's another Pokemon we made a moveset for in the backport, and we gave it both Dig and Earthquake despite it not getting Dig in Gen 3 because it got like 2 Earth moves that are both like 90 and 100 power. I don't remember what the 90 move was.
I just hate the fact that Nidoking does not get Dig. Why do the Nidos not get Dig in Generation 1?
That always irritates us to this day. Steve still asks, does this thing learn Dig?
Yeah. It's so weird. Such a strange choice.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. Imagine a stab Nidoking dig.
Yeah, like on like Route 6. So satisfying.
I don't even know if I'm mad or not. I didn't find a Paris, so now I have to go look for the Sandshrew. But I'm just happy to be done with Brock.
I was noticing that today in my yellow runs, and I did 2 yellow runs and 2 red runs, and I noticed the difference between them was like, it's a surprising amount of time that you lose catching HM users in red when compared with yellow. Like you lose almost a minute or a minute and a half early on in the game. Just catching them. I got really unlucky. Oddish broke out of like 7 Pokeballs, which is just awful.
I actually just now realized I haven't caught a single HM user.
My speed. My speed is 1 lower than Surge's Raichu.
God, you're talking about Surge, and I'm just now facing the trainer in their gym, Misty's gym.
Oh no. We're at slightly different places.
Dang, the one disadvantage of starting with OP moves, you knock out everything.
Yeah, this would be a totally different run with Dragon Rage, because all of us would just one-shot both of Brock's Pokemon.
Oh yeah, the leader would just destroy him.
Oh! Oh my gosh, that was the closest Surge fight I've ever had. Not actually, but like 6 HP. He crit me with Mega Kick.
I've had some pretty close calls with Surge. Sometimes I get down to like 6 HP and a paralysis, and then like he just decides, hey, you know, I could beat you, but I'm gonna use an X speed.
Yes, or a Growl. I love the Growl last turn. It's like, yeah, good job, buddy.
It just
although he doesn't, I don't think he has Growl in Red and Blue.
No.
Sure. I just beat Sandy with like 2 HP left with 1 sand attack, and I landed a rock throw.
I don't think I'm going to use Blizzard over Ice Beam. What do you guys think?
I almost never use Blizzard over Ice Beam.
I almost always use Blizzard over Ice Beam.
Interesting. I think Rayquaza, I think 150 base special is enough to just go with Ice Beam for the rest of the game.
I think so.
Makes sense.
I just don't like the drop in accuracy. Like, because if you're one-hitting, it doesn't matter. It's better to just use the one with higher accuracy.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But if you're not one-hitting, then it is a choice. Oh gosh. Not playing very well. I think I'm tired. I did, on Monday, I did 3 Emerald playthroughs, which is the most Emerald I have played in one day ever. That was exhausting.
I can't do that many runs in one day.
Yeah, it's a long game. I did 3 Emerald runs, and then I did like 3 or 4 yellow runs at night, but it was a lot. I was just happy to have all my files back.
Oh yeah, I'll bet. I remember, I think this was 5 years ago, maybe. I had a laptop,
okay,
and it was like an old refurbished laptop from like a decade prior, and I finally got my own like USB stick that was a decent size. I decided to back up a lot of things, and then 2 weeks later, that laptop broke.
And
I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I predicted this.
At least you backed it up.
I know.
So I did like quite a bit of optional training in Mount Moon, and now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if that was really necessary. I think it just wasted a bunch of time.
Like trainer training?
I don't.
Yeah, I fought like a bunch of optional trainers. I was just like worried about Misty and like being really slow fight with Bide or Gust, and then Harden next defend, because she doesn't have Harden in your games, I don't think, on the Star Meet. It's really annoying when it like sets up like 6 Hardens and you just like can't do any damage to it.
Yeah, you're right. It does have Water Gun, Bubble Beam,
Yeah.
and Tackle.
Yep. So do you use OneDrive? No, I do not use OneDrive.
I hate OneDrive.
I hate.
My computer, every time I would use OneDrive, my computer would just get really slow.
I hate when my work computer just decides, hey, you know, you're saving to OneDrive. I know you tried to save to a folder, but OneDrive's good. You should use it.
Yeah, Microsoft's like, actually, everything just saves to OneDrive unless you click like 8 other buttons. Could you please not do that? It's so annoying.
Yes, it's one of the main things I'm struggling with when I switch to Windows 11 with my new PC. Like, it keeps trying to move things over there. I think I finally have disabled it.
Okay, who hates the girl in the Celadon department store who like walks in front of you when you're trying to go up the stairs? She
All
is
the
the
above.
worst. Oh,
All the above.
she got me earlier today too, for like so long. It's one of the most painful things.
Actually, I remember during the red and blue randomizers, there'd be another instance like that where we would go talk to the old lady in that one building. She would give you the T item because the randomizer added a T to make Saffron City harder to get to. The Pokemon can just move around and block the doorway.
It's the same building you go in Gen 2 to get Curse, but the first floor.
Yeah.
I wonder. Wait, do we have to like be saving? I feel like this thing is so good that I don't need to be saving.
I've only saved in front of the main trainers.
It's
Yeah.
best to not let that mentality get to you. Whenever
I
there's a fight you
know.
think is free, you get a 1% chance and you die.
Yeah, you're like a rock water type, and you're like, it's plain, and then you don't save, and then he's like, actually, I will fire spin you forever.
Yeah. Or you go into a fight
What?
that's supposed to be free, but then you get the Gen 1 miss.
Or you just barely don't knock the Ghastly out, what just happened to me. Ridiculous.
You talk about Ghastly. I just knocked out Surge. He got a critical hit Thunderbolt and it didn't even do half.
Oh my gosh.
I'm playing this quite bad, actually. I did SSN before Misty just because I forgot to fight her.
Yeah. Produced video when it's done. There was a setback this weekend. I lost like 3 days of time production because I lost all my files. The produced video was supposed to come out a little while ago, but nope. I don't think I need that. Do we think meditate and stuff is useful? Like, I said no.
I'm actually planning on keeping Meditate for the first run.
Okay.
And then when you guys decide not to keep Meditate and then you find a struggling point and then I'll come out victorious like the last time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of sticking with Meditate.
Okay.
And Agility, though.
Yeah, agility is generally has less uses. Unless paralysis is a problem, then agility can get you out of
Yeah.
some sticky situations.
Yeah, I would agree.
I can't stand Agility.
It's just good at like overriding paralysis's speed debuff.
I mean, I just did
Yeah.
Pidgeot
Oh,
and
what'd I do?
Agility was so
No.
useless. I didn't even use it on my final moveset.
Oops. Fast tech speed is hard, guys.
Yeah.
Remember Blizzard? I guess I'm using Blizzard.
Oh, you
Oh,
taught
that's
over
funny.
Ice Beam?
Yeah, I thought agility over Ice Beam.
Ouch.
It's okay, I don't need it. Rayquaza is good enough. When's the next move I learned? 35. I gotta watch out for that.
Oh, do you keep open the moveset on another monitor like I do?
No, the moveset's on my overlay.
Right.
The whole
Right.
one. It just always stays there when I'm out of battle, so I can check it.
I just studied the moveset during my starting soon screen.
I'm
But
studying
then
it
during
now.
the run, I might forget it.
I feel like I played pretty well in the early game and then just dropped the ball completely in the mid game.
Interesting.
I might be the opposite.
If it weren't for Brock being so annoying, I feel like I've been playing perfectly.
Yeah. Blizzard's expected value is higher. Yeah, but like accuracy, like missing is just painful.
I keep trying to tell Speed. Blizzard's one of the most accurate moves I've ever used.
No.
When I use it, it
Scott,
is.
Scott,
The thing just
listen.
never
He-
misses.
Thank you. You have my best interests at heart, I know.
No, I'm not
Scott,
even
don't
trying to
listen.
be tricky. Like, it just never misses when I use it.
Okay.
Yeah, Scott, don't listen to him. He's the guy that will say slam is a good move.
Yeah, miss like 5 times on Lance.
Okay.
That's what's gonna happen.
We were messing with Speed. I got.
Most-
Oh,
Did you hear?
Slam is
I got.
one of the worst moves.
I got. Was it 8 out of 9 accuracy on Slam?
What?
8 out of 9. I was counting.
That's pretty good.
I know. We were like, rubbing it in Speed's face the whole entire stream. It was 7 for 7 at one point.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
told Steve he was purposefully not using it to keep the accuracy ratio high.
All right, so like I know like Blizzard is not very accurate, but like you know what move is really good? Hypnosis.
I've lost so many randomizers to Hypnosis. I can't tell you how much I hate that move.
Well,
I think
I-
my chat's gonna
and-
revolt.
I remember there was one randomizer. Steve ended up winning because he decided to keep Supersonic the whole game, and it actually helped him at one of the league members.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
I make these calls all the time. These stupid, stupid calls that sometimes pay off and sometimes don't.
It is how it works.
Oh, someone said Iron Tail. Also, yes, David, I'm reading your messages. It's hard for me to respond to everyone right now. I'm trying to talk to people at the same time as playing and also reading chat. It's a lot. That's why I accidentally learned agility.
Austin says he loves Mega Kick.
I know
Oh,
he
yeah.
does.
When he figured out that Mega Kick was useful against Lance with the Charmander line, I remember that was like felt really good.
I tried that when I redid my Charizard
Yeah.
red and blue. It saves like 5 levels.
It can be good, but I still think that the body slam strat is better. I think that's what like Austin and I eventually figured out was like it's like the body slam strategy ends up being slightly more consistent. I forget what the actual like
think that-
math was on it. Go watch my
think-
Charmander video.
But I think Mega Kick would still be better assuming you get the one try hit.
Yeah, I think it's like it's better if it does what it's supposed to do, but like you can still lose. And we like crunch the numbers, and I'm pretty sure that like statistically it's more reliable if you use body slam. And it also saves time in terms of like teaching the move, which is like you don't have to teach Mega Kick if you don't have to.
At least the TM is quite close to your main path.
That's true. Wait, like you mean like picking it up in the department store? Or...
No, you can actually pick it up in Victory Road by the last boulder.
Oh, is it by the last boulder?
Yeah.
Oh, it's up
very
up at
last
the top, like by the fighting guy.
Yeah, it's by the macho
Okay.
guy.
That's cool. I didn't know it was there. I always just bought it in the department store.
I always knew it was there first. Surprisingly enough, there were a bunch of TMs that Steve didn't know you could buy there. He didn't know you could buy Horn Drill in the store, and I ended up beating him in one run because he kept trying to look for it.
Horn drill?
Yeah.
Wait, what
Might have
run
been
needed horn drill? Please tell me.
Rapidash.
Might have been Rapid.
Rapidash for Lance?
Yes.
For a
That's
lot.
hilarious.
Honestly, a
It was a
lot. It was more
randomizer.
than just him.
It was a
Oh,
randomizer.
that's so funny.
Like, Lorelei could have had 2 Gyarados.
I was actually considering mimicking horn drill earlier today.
I mean, I remember it was in Ant-Man's Ponyta run. He basically said, like, on Lance's Gyarados, it was statistically more likely to land a Horn Drill than, like,
Yeah.
15 Fire Spins.
Yes. Definitely in that case.
Yeah.
That was the reason we used it.
Oh, this text is so fast. Like, you go into the Pokemon Center to heal, and it's like, that's the only time that your brain gets a small break. Also, that's why I'm not as good at reading chat today, so I apologize. Because I'm Canadian. It's contractually required.
Is it part of the national oath? You must
It
always
is.
apologize.
You must apologize. Yeah, even when not necessary.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it might be regional because I go to Canada literally every single year, but it's the Niagara Falls, which is
Okay.
like partially New York.
Yeah. That's like over by Toronto. That's very far from where I am.
Yeah, I'm very far from that.
We also visited Tim Hortons just to
Yeah,
see
the
what it was
national
like.
anthem is, "Oh Canada, I promise to apologize." It's the first lyrics in it. Okay, why did I pick these ethers up? They're useless.
I think
Clogging my inventory.
Tim Hortons was essentially just Dunkin'.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the correct comparison.
Hey Steve, does Rayquaza
Oh.
learn Psychic?
Is
I
that
don't
like
think so.
29-ish? No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it learns. Oh, come on.
Well, I beat Koga because I tanked a self-destruct.
That's how to do it. That's the best way.
Now that you
Thank
pointed
those
that out, I
self-destructs.
literally entered his gym and I immediately left because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get Earthquake.
It's like, actually, no. Yeah. I fought Koga with Fly, like a while
Oh, you
ago.
taught Fly.
I
Interesting.
taught Fly, yeah.
Man, we're using completely different strats.
I
And
know,
guess
this is
Steve's using
interesting.
Earthquake. And I guess
Yeah.
Steve's using Earthquake, I'm not.
Well, I'm going to use
Yeah, I have
Earthquake.
Earthquake now.
I don't actually know what move I'm going to teach it over. I think it has to be Body Slam.
Wait, we can learn Body Slam?
We can, yeah. Did you not
I
get
never-
Body Slam?
No.
I mean,
painful.
I'm bad at remembering moves.
Body Slam is basically return. Remember?
Yeah, I know. It's the Gen 1 return.
Right, and basically all Gen 3 Pokemon learn return, so it's like, hey, you know, you
is that why you gave it?
yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I always thought Gen 1 return was double edge.
We don't use it like return.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, to be
That's what we
fair, there was
decided to come to.
it was a difficult decision like secret power versus hidden power too.
Hmm.
Yeah. or
Secret
Facade.
power is Secret power seems like it would be such an interesting move when you like read the description of it, and then it ends up in these runs just being a normal type move with a 30% chance to paralyze. It's really disappointing.
Yeah, I understand that.
I think we made secret power metronome.
I think so, yeah.
This thing is a beast.
Just-
My entire
I'm having
purpose
to-
of coming in here was to get Earthquake, and now I just beat Rival 5. So you know, these are not the plans that I had, but they're the plans I came into.
I do think Rival 5 is slightly harder in Red and Blue.
Pidgeot.
It's not so much the Pidgeot, more the Alakazam.
Yeah.
Because the Kadabra in yellow version is not that good, and then the starter is also better than the Flareon, Jolteon, or Vaporeon. Like those the final evolutions are not actually that good in that fight.
Yeah, Gyarados over Cloyster. Yeah, Gyarados is always threatening. Unless you have Thunderbolt.
Tyler, I have no idea if I got your email. I'll get back to it if I get back. Like, I try to respond to all emails. I'm just like 2 months behind, so I'll eventually get there. I'm doing my best. Like right now, the priorities are doing streams like this, which we planned a while ago, and we had to delay twice, and then catching up on content production so that we can get some videos back on the channel very soon.
I finally finished that Pokemon Yellow race rando community video. I finally
Yeah.
finished it today, and I feel so
Good
relieved.
job. Yeah. Those kind of videos, like the community videos, they take so long to make.
I know.
It is ridiculous.
And the race ended September 2nd too.
Oh.
Of last.
I know, it's like so it was more than a year. Or no, it's September. It was
No,
not quite a
like-
year. Yeah,
5 months.
yeah. Okay. I can't believe I lived that. I
What
lived
was it?
Giovanni's Rhydon's Rock Slide. on 8 health.
Rhydon. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Rhydon.
I really messed up this run.
No,
I'll
he
approve
was
the
just
second.
so far ahead because his
I
Brock
just
is
got
just.
a huge lead at
Brock.
Brock. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. I thought we would catch up because when you were complaining about Mount Moon encounters, I just finished Brock. So I'm like, ooh, I'm only a few minutes behind. You could have been near the end of Mount Moon.
I think it was in like Cerulean City when you guys were beating Brock.
Maybe.
Well, that could have been annoying. Alakazam lived on like 1 HP.
That ice beam would have been good for Rhydon. Yeah, I know, right? Instead of agility. Agility was really helpful so far.
Yeah.
Also, the Nidos used Thunder on me, and it was one of the most underwhelming hits that I've ever seen from Thunder. It did like maybe an 8th.
Well, it's like neutral, isn't it? Because it's weak to flying.
Yeah, it's neutral, but it's also Thunder. It's just like, okay, like the ridiculous special stat we have.
I'm thinking maybe for the next run, I think I should just get Earthquake as early as I can and get rid of Bubble Beam. Because not having a physical move is definitely hurting me.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to manage that. Like, at first I thought I was going to go all special, but then I messed up my moveset a lot. And now I'm not all special. I'm actually 2 physical, 1 special now.
Yeah, at least all of us are playing bad. So, like, I feel better about myself.
I don't know. I still feel like I'm not playing bad at all. It was just a terrible, terrible Brock.
Yeah, I think maybe you got unlucky at Brock. Like,
I don't know because I lost at half HP a lot and I needed luck to win.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys were fighting through Bide, and quite frankly, that's what I did on my winning attempt, was fight through Bide instead of waiting out the Bides. Because the tackles ended up doing more damage than what Bide was going to do.
I don't think you used Bide once on me.
I'm going to teach Earthquake now.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, Meditate is a good setup move. It's no Swords Dance, but it's something.
Yeah, Meditate would have been better than Agility. Yeah, I didn't want either, honestly, but oh,
Rival 6.
Lorelei.
How bad is she?
She one-hit me with the Dugong.
Crit?
I don't see.
Aurora Beam.
Oh, crit. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew from the start Lorelei was going to be the only major threat.
That's why I kept Meditate, because I think Meditate Earthquake is gonna do a lot.
Part of me is thinking of doing Giovanni's trainers.
Yeah.
I feel like on Lorelei, it's you one-shot or get one-shot.
I think it is, yeah, you one-shot or get one-shot. Okay, I beat her.
Did
that
you
was
ever
very
survive a hit?
sketchy. Yeah, she crit me the first time, I'm pretty sure. Like, the second one didn't do as much, and then she used Rest, and then I could just set up with Agility and sweep her.
Oh.
Wasn't that bad, actually.
Is
it was, like,
that
immediately scary, though. Because I had no resets up until this point, and then just, like, got one-shot by the Dugong.
Okay, so this is something that I should probably consider bringing up to Scott, because I just realized that this is a thing that can be done, because I've seen it be done. In the randomizer, when you randomize it, it makes the speed of the moving, like, spinning thing, the spinner thing, it moves faster.
What
That
spinner?
must... The spinner in Giovanni and Rocket Hideout.
Oh,
They made it move
like
faster.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't have that kind of tech.
Oh, I just figured maybe it's something that could be found.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely, like, change the speed of that. That's not going to be a problem.
Maybe it could be something you find in the disassembly. Maybe there's like a separate walking speed for those things.
No, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's just like a variable that sets like how many seconds or whatever it takes to.
Sometimes you just don't know what you want until you've just seen it, and I've seen that it can
Yeah.
be faster.
I know those spinning tiles are so slow.
Well, I'm so used to the
painful.
randomizers where I just actually just walk through them.
Okay. Oh,
I accidentally used Ice Beam on Blastoise and I got a freeze.
don't miss.
I think we're at the same spot, Speed. I'm just now entering Victory Road.
You just beat Rival 6 or did you just enter the cave?
I just entered the cave.
I just had to ask because I know you call the water area, you call that Victory Road too.
It is.
I think that
I
isn't that
always
Route
called-
23.
Well, it's Indigo
That's- yes.
Plateau.
Yeah, I know it's called Route 23,
Oh.
but I know Steve he sometimes calls it Indigo Plateau or he just calls it Victory Road outside.
Are you telling me
I
the
hate-
area with all the statues is the Indigo Plateau? I refuse.
Okay, champions Jolteon.
I am still getting encounters in Victory Road.
Okay, I beat the champion. 42-32.
Yeah, that Brock definitely puts you in the
Whew.
lead.
Yeah.
That Mark.
Huge lead at Brock.
I
So
am
This thing is just so good. It one hits everything.
I'm getting so many encounters in Victory Road. So many.
I think in the next run, we should just use all our rare candies before Rival 6.
Oh, I'm definitely doing it, but at this point, I just need 2 more wild encounters to get 1 more level.
Yeah.
Knowing my luck, I'll get 1, but not 2.
I used my rare candies before Koga.
All of them, huh?
I used like 6 before Koga and then the rest before Lorelei. Thanks for the compliments on the sprite.
Yeah,
fun
it
to
is
make this one.
it is a great looking sprite.
I think it's
Although
like
it is
based off
kinda-
of Gen 4s, I'm pretty sure.
It is kind of funny because the white around its mouth kind of makes it look like lipstick. You
Yeah,
can't unsee it now, can
To
you?
be fair, when you look at the actual art for Rayquaza, it does look like it has lipstick
I know,
on.
That's what makes it funny.
I know.
You can only do so
Uh.
much with Gen 1 sprites.
Yeah. Okay, everyone, I'm just gonna give a reminder here. Everyone go and watch Speedrunner and Steve's streams as well, so you can see what they're doing. I'm gonna just step away for a second. I have a new foster cat right now, and it is trapped in my office, and it just used the litter box, so I need to go clean that up. So yeah, I'll be right back.
Well, Steve,
2
I accidentally deleted.
HP. 2.
I just crypted your gone.
The Lapras survived on 2 HP.
Really, let me try.
2.
Okay. I just crit it.
Oh, you're gonna win because of that. That's literally gonna be the difference in this run.
Are you sure it wasn't?
Yes,
Brock?
because I was ahead of you and I just lost. Now I have to redo Lorelei, and the rest of the league is probably not gonna be a problem. Yeah, I knocked her out on the next one. I just did set up 1 meditate.
I accidentally taught Fly over Earthquake.
That could be a problem, but to be fair, the Pokemon that you wanted to use Earthquake on is done.
Yeah. The Onyxes, or the Gengars. Actually,
Oh,
Gengars
the
beat us.
Gengars! I forgot about them entirely. I mostly just thought all the way up to Lorelei, and I'm like, the rest of the run is easy.
Yeah, I'm at level 54. Her Haunter is not even a 2-shot with Thunderbolt.
1 shot with
Yeah.
Earthquake.
Yeah, lucky you. I did that mistake.
Are you telling me that just being not playing poorly is what's gonna get me second? Did you
Probably.
beat Agatha?
I'm going to beat her this attempt. I'm just using Fly on her Ghost instead. I missed 2 flies in a row.
You know, after doing a Pidgeot run, I can definitely tell you that that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. What happened while I was away?
Speed taught a
Speed
move
went
that's
on
gonna
to
cause
Speed.
them to do Speed taught over Earthquake, and now he's having Agatha problems.
Oh no.
I won on the second try. I had to beat her with
Okay, that's
Fly.
good. That's good.
On my
Luckily.
on my Lorelei, the Lapras survived at 2 HP and then knocked me out with Blizzard.
Dang. Alright, Lance was easy. You know, I don't think I've used Meditate a single time.
No. Executor, do not put... Executors put me to sleep. This is giving Speed an opening.
Yes, give me the opening.
I'm still asleep. It is going to be a full maximum sleep.
Alright. Fly one-shots the Alakazam.
Nope, I'm dead. I lost to the Blastoise.
Blizzard.
I just didn't have enough HP to survive Blizzard, unfortunately.
I don't know if you can even survive a Blizzard at all. And now I'm asleep.
Oh, good. So you're saying you've left me an opening?
Technically, it canceled each other out.
Well, mine was like the max sleep.
And I'm dead.
Okay. Great. Now...
I don't even think Blizzard would have won.
Oh my god, I froze Executor.
That's cheating. You're a cheater.
Oh my god, Rayquaza! I just got frozen by the one Blizzard that the Blastoise is allowed to use.
Oh no.
I'm trying to lose. I'm blowing this.
I don't think that was your fault, though.
Was it though? I mean, I deserved it. I froze the Executor. I deserved it.
It always feels truly bad
47-52.
when the 47-52. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
I played
free.
this run bad.
Then I got a crit on the next one with Executor. Watch me get frozen again. Oh, never mind. I found a new way to lose, guys. I got crit on the Blizzard.
But you do live a single Blizzard.
Not if it's a crit.
I guess not if it's a crit, but if it is a regular hit, you do live.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
It does about 3/4.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve, I don't know if you did a poll for an over-under or an in-between. I set it for 40 to 45 minutes, and yeah, I was over that. But surprisingly, it was pretty close.
I just forgot entirely. Okay, 48-47. That was like, I don't really feel like I did anything wrong but to the champion took 3 resets.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you just got unlucky with the champion, something like that.
Well, I mean, Blizzard crit reminded me of Bellsprout. I got PTSD of the Bellsprout run where Rival 6, all the Charizard had to do was not crit, and it crit 3 runs in a row, or three like attempts in a row, and it takes forever because of the growth setups.
Yeah. Alright, at least I had no overlay problems this time.
That's good. That's good. I also had
Yeah.
no tech problems other than forgetting to record the replay. But
Yeah.
no actual computer problems. Only brain problems.
Well, whenever I do like a run with a third person, my brain just wanders.
Yeah. 3 ways are overwhelming.
Oh yeah. I mean, especially if it's with the almighty Scott.
Okay, are we doing another one now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Playthrough number 2.
Okay.
I'm just setting the poll right now.
Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah, Steve and I are gonna try and do 2 blue runs just because these are gonna be real quick runs.
Yeah, like it's like 42 minutes. It feels like I didn't even play the game. I'm not tired. The champion didn't make me suffer. I'm not used to that. It's yellow version. Like, I'm used to like dying over and over to the Alakazam or the Sandslash because it just keeps critting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
man,
yellow
turn off.
champion is a nightmare.
Yeah. It's
Everyone's
so
hard
good.
in their own way. Sometimes I feel like the easiest Pokemon to deal with is the Executor.
Yeah, sometimes it is with like water types and stuff where it just spams
Leech Seed.
yeah. Also
But
Steve.
still, I have a bad history with Leech Seed.
Oh yeah, it gets really bad then when the cloister uses like clamp. It
Yes.
just stacks up. Oh, so
I've
bad.
had that I've had that happen in my Polyrath runs many times.
Yeah.
All right, so just let me know when you two are ready.
I am ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do this again.
Run number 2. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, Steve, I named the rival A today.
Wow. Single character nickname.
Yeah.
It's really gonna help on instant
Pure
speed.
efficiency. Yeah, it doesn't actually help. That's why I didn't nickname my Rayquaza last time, is because it doesn't actually speed things up because we have instant text speed.
I just had the worst oak encounter. I didn't pick up the Pokemon, and then I walked to the battle.
Oh no!
Picked up the wrong starter.
No, I
That-
just straight
wait.
up held no because, you know, I usually hold no in order to not nickname it.
Yeah. Have you ever walked to the Pokemon lab without going into the grass?
I don't think
No.
I've done that in a long time.
Okay, I did that once, and we forgot to edit around it in the final video. And then, like, Sean just put it in, and then I didn't see it in review. And then we left it in, and then, like, someone commented just being like, wait, did Scott actually just walk to the lab? Like, yes, I did. It's really embarrassing.
I think he left it in there on purpose.
Yeah, Sean's probably like, he's like, gotta. I actually did tell him, I'm like, if I have mistakes, try and get them in the video. Like, don't cut them out. Like, that's what makes the spice of these videos. All the errors.
Yeah, it engages with the algorithm too.
Mm-hmm. Everyone can tell me how bad I am.
Yeah.
Also, Steve, your overlay looking like Pokemon cards is really cool.
Thank you. We literally pulled up a Pokemon card and I told game dev that
Just,
is
like,
what
do
we're
that.
doing. No. I just like sent him a Pokemon card and I'm like that.
That's so fun.
I don't care what you have to do. That.
Yeah. He and game dev have been working on that overlay for months.
Yeah.
And then
It does look really cool.
when we just finished, XML came out. We had to start over again.
Oh, I apologize.
No,
Bad
it's
timing.
okay.
I will say though, I do appreciate the XML even more, especially with the JavaScript.
Yeah.
It does help making when I redid all of my overlays, 98% of it was the same code, all because of
Yeah.
XML.
Yeah, it's really I didn't know a
Especially-
lot about programming when I first made the mappers, so there was a lot of inefficient stuff that I did early on, which I
Yeah, that's-
apologize for. It caused a lot of pain for all of you.
It's okay. When you buy a game, like I consider this like, let's say alpha. When you buy a game in alpha, you don't expect everything to work right. You expect everything to
Yeah.
get overhauled. And we've just hit beta. XML was
Yeah,
beta.
Yes, that is how it feels. It kind of feels like Game Hook on YAML mappers was like Gen 1 Pokemon, and like now we're in Gen 2 Pokemon. We like started to figure things out, but not quite all the way to the modern combat system with EVs and stuff.
And then you get a game like 7 Days to Die where it hasn't even technically been released yet, but it's been out for like 8 or 9 years.
Wow. That's that's wild. I guess you gotta like testing is good. I just don't like it sucks when the testing is turning the stream on and then going, oh my overlay doesn't work. I would prefer if that wasn't how we were testing things. We
Yeah,
in Game
Shadow,
Hook.
if you ever need help with an overlay, you can always come in my Discord.
Yeah, Speed, you're getting pretty used to making them now. You've got like what? How many of them? How many games do you play on your channel?
11.
Yeah, 11 games. I can't even
Technically
imagine
now
that.
is 9 because the Gen 5 mappers are kind of far from now. Like, there's one thing
Yeah.
that's preventing us from finishing them, and it's really hard to figure out.
Yeah, the party position.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
thing.
I wanna have an overlay with just game time and nothing else, which I don't want that.
Yeah.
So right now it's 9. I have done test streams with all the Gen 4 ones, and they all seem to be working nice.
Yeah, I watched most of those streams. They were
Yeah,
good.
you were quite a
I
chatter.
was lurking. Oh well, yeah, and I was lurking in one though, being quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know you were watching until you messaged me saying, "Hey, I watched your stream."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Really?"
That's the best when you
where's-
get somebody that comments, be like, "Yeah, I love your content," and I've never ever seen them before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone
I
who's
just had
lurking,
a
speak up.
yeah. I
We
just
want
had
to know
a
you're there.
I just had one guy comment on a lot of my past randomizers the last couple of days, just catching up on all of them. And apparently, he's told me that he's been a long-time viewer, but just never comments.
Yeah.
And then when he showed up to a live stream, he was already a YouTube member, and he gifted 3 memberships.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah, I remember telling him, I think you should probably stop because everyone's gonna think I set my chat to members only.
Oh yeah. There
Yeah,
was
I know
a.
you can do that.
I had this one ridiculous stream. I forgot which stream it was, but this one person. Oh, what was his name? Started with an E, I think. He donated 100 memberships.
I think I might have been at that stream.
And the entire chat was green. Like, everyone was a member.
I remember there was one of
Oh.
those streams. Some guy kept giving you like 50 memberships, 50 memberships.
Yeah, that
And I
was the
remember
one.
you said, "Oh man, the credits are gonna be all paid to update."
Yeah, I'm terrified. We had to add Gen 7 Pokemon, like yesterday, and I'm like, if we get, it's like 700 or something. It's like if we get to 1,000, like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I genuinely just don't know.
I think here's one idea. I noticed you tend to on the credits when you show all the sprites, you do like their first ever sprites, like red and blue or
Yeah,
gold and
yeah.
silver.
Oh, you
Maybe
could
you
do later gem sprites.
Maybe you could repeat Gen 1 with Fire Red and Leaf Green sprites, maybe, or use the 3D models.
Oh, yeah.
Those are some ideas.
People also says shinies, which is a cool idea. Okay, so there's lots of stuff that I can do. It's also I'm gonna have to ramble for like 10 minutes at the end of every video.
I guess
It's
you'll have
not-
to fight
not good.
3 Professor Oak videos.
Yeah. Okay, Brock is sketchier this time.
I just got to him. I'm trying
Oh.
level 12 instead. See if I can
Oh,
get lucky.
wow. After what you heard from my struggles, you decided to go even lower?
That's amazing. I love that.
Well, the Geodude used 9 million defense scrolls.
I got by him, but I was one hit away from getting knocked out. So I think last time was probably on the upper end of how good the fight can go, and maybe I think it can go worse, a little bit worse than it went right here.
Come on, running speed. Nice to me.
I think in yellow it seems like 13 is like pretty solid for Brock. You can probably beat him at a lower level, but I don't know if that's advisable.
This is getting kind of scary. Yes, 3 HP.
No way.
Level 12 too. Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was scary. Really
Well
scary.
done. Do you have
Meanwhile,
any resets?
No.
Nice.
this Geodude has gotten me down to 20, and I'm at 13, 16, 12. I have 12 HP for Onyx.
I was lucky the Onyx just kept using Bide so many times.
I don't think I landed a single crit on Geodude.
I think I only landed 1 crit on Geodude. The rest were on the Onyx. But I'm sure Scott's probably past Mount Moon by now.
No, I'm just inside map.
Oh.
I'm not that far ahead.
I don't understand. I didn't get a single crit, and I'm down to 19 for Onyx again.
Ooh,
I think I stole all of Steve's luck.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about
What am I
that.
doing? I don't know why I would consider defeating Onyx with 9 HP. That doesn't even make any sense. Just save myself the time and reset.
It could miss bind, or it could miss screech like 30 times. These
I think
Mount Moon
one thing
encounters.
I think since the Onyx doesn't have bind in red and blue, I think that's the reason he uses bind more often, because there's less moves.
Yeah, it is.
So Part
It's a
of me
1 in
wonders
3
if that
chance.
makes the Onyx easier.
I just
I
nailed.
think so. Like, bite is not very good. It just wastes time. And you can play around it, especially at the end of the fight.
I just beat Brock with 1 HP.
Oh my gosh.
I got 3 crit Gus in a row on his bide, and it knocked me down to 9, and then he used 1 tackle to get me to 1.
That's terrifying.
Oh.
Brock is scary.
He used
Hey,
2
there's-
screeches instead of winning.
Yeah, he does. He is like that. Why does Paris have such a low catch rate?
I don't know.
I think it's
No,
25
Helix
versus
Cringe?
23.
Who are you?
I put the Paris at red HP by using 2 water guns. It took me 5 Pokeballs, and that was my last one too.
Oh, I got like 30 encounters in Mount Moon. This was some of the worst luck I have ever had.
Does yellow Mount Moon have a higher encounter rate?
No, I think it's the same. Viridian Forest was definitely changed, but I'm pretty sure yellow is exactly.
It might be the same, I think. I wonder if they made the encounter rate higher at Viridian Forest to make it easier to train for Brock.
Probably. That's probably why. And they leveled the Pokemon up there so that you have more like higher level options available.
Yeah.
I have so many memories of playing yellow version, and like it was just a rule. You must get Slam on Pikachu before Brock. It was just a rule.
Slam Pikachu.
You have to. It's just the way it is.
That's
Yeah.
how it's supposed to work.
That's why Steve has a liking to the move Slam.
Yes, I also have a big liking for the move Thunder, and nobody else does.
Thunder. Why Thunder?
Because
That move has always
it
been
was
bad.
always about the damage as a kid. Like, hey, Thunder at
Oh.
level 41, I can increase my
Sure,
damage
sure.
output.
Oh, Dragon Rage next level. Thank you for the reminder. I don't know. Is Dragon Rage useful though? Like,
It was for Nugget Bridge.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I just hear that come out of your mouth?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's that useful. Like,
It
Bubble
one
Beam
hit
just speaks
KO'd.
everything.
I guess extra PP.
I guess, yeah. Like obviously I'll teach it in the place of Rock Throw because Rock Throw is trash, but
Are you disrespecting my boy Rock Throw?
Yeah, you know how
Yes.
many Zubats it just knocked down with Rock Throw?
terrible move. Oh, it's 41 health. Lovely.
I forgot to heal for the rival. I went in the rival at 13 HP and just got one shot immediately.
Mark.
No. Did you save?
Yeah, I did luckily.
Okay, that's good. Sometimes
I
that
didn't-
happens to me when
Yeah,
I haven't saved.
if I didn't and I like ended up back at Brock or something, I probably would have activated my cheat button.
Yeah, that's like rewind time.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't think any of us have cheated today.
Nope.
I have
think
not.
We're all playing by the rules.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's go. So did everyone see me pick up Charmander there and how it took like literally like 0.5 seconds? Yeah, they don't get that luxury in red and blue.
Hmm.
And the reason you play blue is because of the Sandshrew, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I just do it to set it apart from my red runs.
I think
Different thumbnails. It's the only reason I do it.
I think
my music stopped.
Red is technically
Yeah.
more popular.
Yeah, I use red version for my edited red and blue runs, but for the live streams I do blue version just so the thumbnails are different.
That's smart.
I do the same thing with leaf green and fire red. Fire red's
Yeah.
for backports, leaf green's for normal runs. I did leaf green first just because that's what I played as a kid, but when I wanted to do backports, the software only worked with fire red, so I'm like, huh, I guess that's a reason to make a fire red overlay.
Okay, I started the music again. I lost like 5 seconds doing that.
So I guess the number of games I do play is more than 11 if you count blue and fire red.
Yeah.
You
I think
count
like
those-
red and blue feel like similar games. Like
Yeah,
they
they're
don't
the
feel
same.
that different.
Yeah, That's why I said like if you want to count that.
Yeah, like gold and like gold, silver, and crystal actually all feel like very similar games too. There's so few differences in those games, whereas like
I
blue and I think like blue and yellow are like quite fundamentally different.
oh yeah.
I was a big
I
silver
used to
guy.
I used to speed run like Pokemon Gold like 4 years ago, and half of the differences I can tell you about are having to do with like someone was used to be a spinner. This one guy's 3 tiles over. This guy's not mandatory.
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
That's most.
That
of the
is the
differences.
biggest difference between the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed like so many of the
Like,
trainer positions.
Austin, that's close.
Trying to see if I can think of an example.
Dragon Rage kind of becomes trash after Nugget Bridge, because like everything is higher leveled then.
Alright, one difference I know is on the early route, youngster Joey's actually mandatory in Gold and Silver. He's optional in Crystal.
Oh yeah,
That's like one of the trainers like that.
that is a difference. Yeah.
I mean, I would play Gold or Silver on my channel if like Crystal changed gym leaders or something. Like, if there were different teams, that's enough of a difference to justify it.
Yeah, if it was like fundamentally different in some way, then it would be interesting. But it's just like it's not different enough to make it an interesting. I think the only reason I would play it again is if I was gonna do like a series with fundamentally different rules, and then I want a way to like differentiate between the two series, then maybe Gold and Silver would be useful for that secondary series.
Yeah. Well, I guess Crystal does have those move tutors.
Red and blue are just literally different encounter tables. There's a few more differences. There's some weird stuff in there, like what's it called? The prizes in the game corner are different.
Correct.
Yeah, they are.
One of them, the Porygon, is not 999.
Yes, it's weird. I don't know why. It's like blue version or something. It's like not 999, but then the other one is 999.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons I liked Leaf Green as a kid. I remember saving up for the Porygon and like, oh, thank you. I am not playing Fire Red.
Yeah.
I actually like the game corner in Gen 2. I found that you kind of just always win, at least if you're in a certain machine. So like I would go to a restaurant and I would just hold down, I think, the A button the entire time. And by the time I was done with the restaurant, I didn't even notice, but like, you know, I accumulated like, let's say 4,000 coins.
Yeah. There was actually a rigged game corner machine in Generation 2. Only one of the machines in the game corner, but it's rigged. It has a higher rate of giving you payouts. And there is a certain guy who sits on it all the time. He only goes away during the morning. So you can, in the morning, you can go and get onto that machine and then get higher win chances.
Huh.
I think that's also in the Fire Red and Leaf Green too.
Probably
was the machine in like the like right section and then facing left?
I don't remember.
Because I had a lucky machine that I like. There are like 3, you know, sections areas, and I would go in like the second or third machine from the bottom, facing left. I mean, I don't actually know.
All I know is that in Gen 1 and Gen 3, there were some machines you would try and use. It would say like, someone's keys are here, they must be at lunch. Oh, this machine is broken. That's all I know. I kind of like that little detail.
Despite playing so much Pokemon, I pretty much never read anybody's text.
Yeah, me either. And then everyone always gets on my case when I say like Lance has a Charizard that beats a guy up in Generation 2. They're like, actually, it's Dragonite because the text says Dragonite, but like, look at the sprite. The sprite looks like Charizard.
I know.
It's red.
Yeah. Sometimes I won't like bother with like fixing like a tiny wording mistake like that. I just leave it in there and see if someone catches it.
I got to, now I'm at like the point where it's just like sometimes I put those things in because I'm just like, let's see who comments. If I've made a mistake in the past and then people like call me on it a lot, sometimes I'm just like, this is now a meme. It will be in every one of my videos.
Man, why does the wrapping last have to be over 40 HP?
I know. Would be really nice if Dragon Rage could one-hit her stuff.
Yeah.
So you're saying I have an uphill climb that just beat Surge.
Nice.
John, thanks for gifting 2 memberships.
So the lead that I get from Brock is absurd because I'm in Celadon City.
Oof.
I'm just entering Rock Tunnel.
I am just picking up the bike.
Yeah, that Brock gives you a big lead.
Really big
Sometime-
lead. Yep.
Did you first try him?
Yeah, I did both times.
Speed, was your level 12 attempt to first try?
It was. That's why I was so nervous.
Wow.
How many tries did it take you?
I've got 2 resets.
I mean, how many was it last time?
I pretty much just got to Onyx and then lost immediately because I didn't crit like the Geodude a single time. And I got like 2 Onyx with like 19 or 16 HP.
Huh.
Okay, I hope this person in the department store doesn't block me again. Okay, no block. Body block there is frustrating. I also always buy 2 Pokedolls even though I don't need them. Anyone else do that?
Depends
I have,
on the
like, no
version.
intent on using them, but then I'm just like,
I think more likely than not, I forget the second Pokédoll. I always buy one, but I have to tell myself to get a second one.
For the most
Having
part,
to hold on to
yeah.
Having to hold on to a second Pokédoll, though, is really annoying for the bag space because you don't get access to Mimic for quite a while. You
yeah,
have to hold on to it.
I know. I always do a deposit in Celadon City so that I don't have to worry about the bag space.
Is that really like is that a preference or are there just like more items that we just don't think about in yellow?
It's just a preference, honestly. Like, I think in most runs, if like you're trying to shoot for like the fastest possible time to beat the game, you don't need to do that.
Because for the most part,
Because you can usually route it perfectly that you don't have to, like, you'll never like go over capacity. You can just cut out enough like items that are not valuable.
at this
like
point,
ethers and stuff.
I have like I got like the repels like nailed. It's like 5. 3 is for Rock Tunnel, 1 is in front of Snorlax, and 1 is for the Safari Zone. And then I usually get 8 super repels if I want to get all the vitamins, 7 if I don't.
I always just do 3 repels in Vermilion and then 10 super repels, and that's it.
I used to do 3, but I've actually started doing 4 because sometimes I would mess up my move.
Yes.
And if I did have that spare, I can use it for Cycling Road.
Also, if you reset, oh my gosh, this Ghastly. Okay, not bad, but also if you reset, you it takes away a repel that you've used. So if you reset in Rock Tunnel and then you lose your repel, then you have to see Wild Encounters if you didn't buy 4.
That's usually why I buy.
Especially the self-destructing hiker.
It's usually why I
Yeah.
buy 8 because then it leaves me the 1 extra.
Yeah, that's smart.
Oh. Reset on Agatha Jr.
Oh no,
Back to Rival 4.
painful.
Darn. When you
Oh, you
talked
didn't save
about
in
the
front of her.
Ghastly, when I talked
Yeah.
about when you talked about the Ghastly, I was just entering the tower. I'm like, huh, I must be gaining some ground. But
You already
Yeah.
defeated Erica?
no.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
skip Erica till I at least do Fuchsia.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, interesting. I did Erica immediately.
I don't really like doing that because
If-
Victory Bell's scary.
I feel like the only
I'm
difference is
also,
sleep
like,
powder.
Sleep powder. I'm just terrified of sleep powder.
Actually, I wonder if her good AI will just make her spam acid.
Oh yeah, she might spam acid.
She used wrap on my first attempt.
Yeah, that
Or
checks
that.
out.
That too.
Normal.
I
Okay,
really
don't
love whoever
farm
decided to put
agility.
a heal pad in the tower.
Yeah, the heal pad is so nice.
Yeah, you can like plan your heal around that and just save a trip.
I didn't learn agility, everyone. Rejoice.
Man, Man, you're gonna lose now. It's a good move.
I know. What will I do without it? Just have no speed. Oh.
I don't know.
Oh,
I guess.
Scott. Oh yeah, Scott. Thanks for your help working on my overlays. I really appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, no problem. It's fun. I'm glad I could help a little bit.
It's nice not needing to rely on own mappers anymore.
Yeah.
Because I always took the lazy way out. Like,
Yeah.
if I can't change my code, just change the source.
Yeah. And then when the source changes, everything breaks.
Yes, it's happened a lot, and I think other people have fallen into that trap too. I saw some people.
Yeah. Hopefully less and less people as I get like more and more of the code out there that'll fix that for people.
You know, I was quite surprised how many people are actually just using the depreciated mappers.
Yeah.
Right now, I only use it for red and blue.
I still use them. I haven't switched. It's like,
You actually haven't?
no, I haven't. I want to switch, but I haven't had time yet. I thought I was going to get time in January, but then there was like, tech stuff always takes longer to develop and fix than you expect. So there was a lot of other like fires that had to be put out, and I was not able to upgrade my stuff just yet. But I hired a programmer now, so he's working on my refactor.
Yeah, I remember I was at one of your
Oh my God.
Game Hook work
There.
sessions in Discord. I remember
Yeah.
Flame Sage said it as a joke. You should hire a programmer. Then I saw your community post, and I'm like, oh, he actually did it.
Yeah, I did it. It's time.
That's actually funny.
Yeah, I know.
How
It
long
was
did it take to get a
probably-
respondent?
I got a bunch of responses that day and then the next day, and then I had to like decide between people and do interviews. So I did interviews on Friday.
Oh, nice.
I really appreciate everyone who reached out, so thank you if you did reach out. It's good to know there's people that want to help.
I haven't been
Didn't
talking
know.
as much because I'm just trying to focus on not messing up.
I know.
I'm
Not-
prone to doing that in these.
Not learning agility was a little bit more of a struggle this time.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that it got you this time.
As
Almost.
soon
It
as
did-
you said that, it tried to make
Almost,
me
yeah.
learn it.
Yeah, just be careful, everyone. Don't learn
Yeah.
agility. It's not the right choice.
One guy in the comment might disagree.
Okay. Yeah, someone will tell us why agility is the best move, I'm sure. Definitely should have had it. No. For your viewing pleasure, I will heal that poison so that you don't have to watch these annoying flashes. I should probably mod that out, because I know Gym Leader Matt modded that out so that he doesn't have to cut around it when making videos. That's so smart.
I notice in red and blue specifically, it's really a lot more invisible. I don't know if in yellow
Yeah.
it pops out a lot more.
Yeah, it's fainter in red and blue.
I just figured 4 times speed was like kind of like the flash rate, so it's like not very noticeable.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just annoying, like because like I slow my footage down for the videos. Like usually, like the default speed, playback speed when we're editing the videos is 50%, and then we sometimes go down to 25%, and then sometimes up to 100% or 75%.
Yeah.
So when we slow it down, then it starts looking real janky, especially if it's on 1 times speed.
Isn't that why you record in 240 FPS?
Yeah. This so I can
actually
slow
just
it down
started
and not
doing
lose
that on my
frames.
PC. I now
Yeah.
record in 180 FPS.
Yeah.
My old PC would basically catch on fire if I did that.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried.
I
It
know your
almost-
old PC was like a potato, wasn't it? It was pretty old.
It was a refurbished Dell Office tower, like those kind of computers that you would see. in
yeah, I
every
know what you're
office.
talking about.
I only paid $100 for it too.
Oh, that's a sweet deal.
I know it was cheap because it was missing the hard drive, but then my friend gave me
Oh,
a free
no.
one. But you want to know something funny about that free hard drive?
What?
It's a laptop hard drive in a converter.
Oh my gosh.
It was.
Well, I'm glad you got an upgrade.
I saved up for it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What
And I got it
GPU do I
online,
have?
so I didn't have to ask the computer guy, hey, what's the best PC to play Yellow version?
Yeah, I had, yeah. That is the question to ask. My GPU is a 3080.
3080?
Yeah, you got like a 4080, isn't it?
Yeah, 4080.
Yeah. Alright, where is everyone at right now?
Koga.
Beating Giovanni 2.
Beating Giovanni 2. Did you do Koga already?
No.
Okay. I was like, oh my gosh, you're way ahead of me.
Okay, I got 4 HP for the rest of Koga's Pokemon. Fingers crossed 2 meditates is good enough.
Huh, I
It
never
was.
even taught it.
Yeah, I didn't teach Meditate either again. I think Rayquaza is just good enough. Annie.
Just good enough.
That is
This thing's a
quite the
beast.
statement. This thing is a beast. Oh my gosh. I actually, when I saw the move pool and we started with Gust, my initial thought was just like, oh, this is going to be like it's going to take so long to get out of the early game. It's not going to be that fun. But I'm really enjoying this because once you basically get by Rock, everything just feels smooth
Yeah.
as butter.
Yeah, Brock kind of feels like, what's like a Chansey? It feels like Chansey.
Like Chansey beating Brock. It has to do with
Yes.
Pound, right? With 5 base attack.
Yeah. But,
Why'd they give it 5 base attack? It's so weird.
Because that'd be too OP.
It would be. I think it would be, yeah.
If it makes it make you feel better, Blissey has 10 attack. It doubles.
Doubles. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if you ever plan on doing Blissey and Crystal. It's not as
Oh,
bad
yeah,
as
I'll
you
do
think.
it.
It's actually pretty decent.
I plan on doing every Pokemon in every game. I will just keep going until there are no Pokemon left. And then I'll come back and do all the games all over again. I stop when I have 0 subscribers again. I start from 0, and then I stop when I have 0.
What, you do it so much, people walk
It's the-
away?
Yeah, yeah. When I'm like 70 years old, playing Pokemon Yellow, I'll have 1 subscriber, and then that person will unsubscribe, and that'll be that.
I don't think that's usually how channels
No,
die.
I don't think that's how it works. That's the poetic. Also,
Yeah.
Steve is not talking, and Steve is like in focus mode. He's gonna beat us both now.
I just
Yeah,
haven't
that's
had
what he
an
usually
opportunity to pop in.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. It's just
No.
in the first round, you
Oh.
were doing a lot of the talking.
Well, you guys were both in like a groove, and I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah,
was
I
terrible.
try not interrupt during a groove.
That's like over the pandemic, just like Zoom calls and stuff, and just talking over everyone else. So, it was so
Oh.
painful.
Yeah, the gym leader Matt Stream gave us some practice. Like,
Yeah.
normally with Discord, you have to like wait a few seconds before talking because of delay.
Yep.
If you have more
Yep.
than one, I'd say for every person, add 5 seconds.
Yep. Okay, Steve, where are you at now?
I just defeated Sabrina, so now I'm heading to Koga.
Oh,
I thought
Koga,
you
you
already
did
beat
Sabrina first.
Oh, no, I'm stupid. I'm very, very stupid. No. I'm
Blaine.
going to Blaine.
Okay, yeah, I was like, what?
No, I pretty much play the game in the order it was meant to.
Yeah. In Red and Blue, I feel like it's a little bit easier to play the game in the order. It's kind of hard in Yellow. I did that in Red and Blue today when I was playing. I immediately went for Sylph before going to Koga, and then very quickly learned that was definitely a mistake.
Interesting. I actually went to Sylph, and I did not regret it one bit.
I did the
I-
same thing.
Picking up Earthquake before Koga was a great idea.
It was.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
I'm
well,
playing.
that does make sense. Koga is not weak to Earthquake in this game.
Doesn't he still have all fire types?
Oh, Blaine. Yeah, Blaine. Koga.
I was confused.
Well, both, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, both. Yeah, Earthquake's good against both of them.
Oh yeah. Fire, not like Fire and Leaf Green though with those levitating users. I'd say just the fact they added Levitate made Koga way harder than the originals. Just because you can't use Dig or Earthquake, you gotta think of something else.
Levitate changes so much in the remakes, like on Agatha as well. Because with Agatha, you can't just spam Dig or Earthquake.
Yeah. People always talk about like nerfing the Psychic type. No one ever talks about the remakes nerfing ground types.
Yeah, that's true. Ground type is really good in Generation 1. It's usually just the case that they're weak to grass and water types and quite slow that makes them worse.
Yeah.
But getting a ground type move is excellent coverage.
Yeah. It's the ground typing, not the Pokemon.
Yeah,
not the ground type Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. I played Marowak the other day.
That's fun. Its moveset makes absolutely no sense.
It makes no sense.
Did you know it gets Ice Beam?
It does get Ice Beam and Water Gun.
Steve,
what is happening?
Apparently Steve read somewhere that the reason it does is because one of the director's favorite Pokemon was Marowak. So they just
no way.
It's something like that,
That's hilarious.
Because it doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. It really doesn't make any sense.
Where are you, Speed?
I just beat Giovanni.
Oh, I'm like in the middle of Giovanni, so I made a slight comeback. Despite your early Brock.
I'm not as far ahead this time. I'm doing strength puzzles in Victory Road.
Have you ever dug out of Victory Road?
Yes, a lot. It hurts every time.
That's why I hate getting Sandshrew.
It's always when I do a battle. You do a battle and then the cursor resets to the top of the inventory and you think you're opening the Pokemon menu and your cursor is already pre-buffered on the strength user, so you spam A.
Yeah.
And then you spam A through the Pokemon that uses Dig, because it's at the top of their moveset. And then you dig out. Painful.
Like if your main Pokemon has Dig?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
What did I do
would
it
always
with
say,
last?
like, Steve would always tell me when you finish Blaine, just delete Dig for Earthquake.
Yes,
almost everything that gets Dig is Earthquake.
Also to prevent comments. Because there's always someone who's, why do you still have Dig? Isn't Earthquake better? Yeah. Definitely.
Honestly, I would kind of argue that sometimes Dig is better. In Gen
Yeah, if you
1.
get paralyzed and you get invulnerability if you don't move when you're underground, that's always nice. Okay.
Do you know if that same glitch happens with Fly?
It does, yeah. It happens with both.
Yeah, but Fly is bad.
Yeah, Fly's not so good.
Have either of you guys used the bike this entire run?
I'm on the bike right now.
Oh, yeah, I use the bike.
I don't use the bike.
Okay, Van Man.
I mean, I have, for the same reason Van Man doesn't.
That slayed me.
I mean, I have the same reason that I don't use the bike, and it's Van Man's reason.
Yeah, I think it's a fair reasoning. Like, I do think that the bike is faster, but it's only faster if you're 100% sure you're not going to significantly mess up with it. Like, if you know that you're going to make... Yeah, like, if you know you're going to make several mistakes here and there with the bike, it's probably better to just walk, because you don't gain enough time. Like, you can tilt yourself by, like, being terrible with the bike easier than just, like, walking and, like, it's, like, net neutral in terms of interaction. You should just, like, take the safer approach.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, Lorelei time.
Ooh.
Good luck.
Okay, you do have more of a lead than I thought.
It's the bike, man. What can I say?
No, it's not the bike.
It totally is the bike.
I think it's the level 12 first try Brock.
Oh, that hurts. I lived Blizzard at 13 HP from Lapras, and it froze me.
No.
Wow. 2 freezes in this run. Crazy.
Okay, I'm doing champion.
Apparently the Dugong can survive a Thunderbolt.
Mine always survived.
Yeah, mine was surviving all the time last time, but this time I one-shot every single one of her Pokemon. It's like, it felt like broken. I was like, wow, like, okay, this fight's actually really easy.
I think it's because I crit the Dugong every run until now.
Come on, sub 40. Come on. Yes, 39-37.
I feel like Rayquaza is one of the few exceptions where yellow is faster.
Yeah, I think yellow is faster, and I think like yellow is generally going to be faster if the Pokemon is weak to Brock, because then it takes longer usually to win in
Yeah.
red and blue.
Yeah, if it's bad against Brock, but it excels at everything else.
Yeah, and Rayquaza is just powerful enough that the extreme level increase in the mid game isn't actually a problem for it. Whereas with like a slightly weaker Pokemon, when all the Pokemon level up a lot during the mid game, then bosses like Koga, Sabrina, Blaine all become very tricky in yellow, and usually you lose a lot of time there. Whereas in red and blue, the level curve is more like linear, and it's a little bit easier to just like go from one to the other and beat them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like in yellow version, I think the intended way for yellow is for you to beat Erica, then do Silphco, and then you can go do the other gyms.
Yeah, I do think that that's how they wanted you to play it. Like
Yeah,
do the middle of the map kind of first, and then journey down to Fuchsia because it's further away. I never
they
did
don't
it in that order though.
They don't prevent you from doing it the red and blue way though, which is why like it's really weird that Koga and Sabrina have the same ace levels.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's crazy to see how much time we cut off.
I know.
I know. That's a lot of time for a red and blue run.
And also a Pokemon that's this fast. Like, I say that a lot, but when the Pokemon's time is very low, when you save like 2 or 3 minutes, it's very significant. When it's
Yeah, that's
already
like
a
if
fast
in-
Pokemon.
It'd be like if in Emerald you save 9 minutes.
Crap.
Yeah.
You gotta think of proportion.
Come on, short sleep, please.
Oh no.
Oh,
We're both in the champion.
Oh.
No, I'm asleep.
I've five turns so far. 6 turns. Okay, I don't have enough HP to survive a blizzard, but I got a crit. 4150.
Oh, darn it.
I did not have enough HP to survive.
No.
The Exeggutor Gen 1 missed a stomp while I was asleep and I still lost. Why is the Exeggutor an MVP today?
You know, it hit every hypnosis it tried.
It actually did for me too. I only won that first run just because I woke up early enough.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, now this time it goes for Barrage.
So.
Why couldn't you have done that earlier?
Oh, sleep powder. Sleep powder's so scary. Or hypnosis. It's like when the Exeggutor uses it, sometimes you just wake up right away and it doesn't matter, but other times you sleep for like 7 turns and it slowly chips you down with Barrage.
Yeah.
Ah,
42-32.
painful.
The Blastoise
Okay.
had to miss a third.
But that's pretty good. I want to do a little bit of data comparison here. Steve, can you go back to your results so that I can see them again?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the game time? Okay, yeah, sweet. So, game time. Mine was 2 hours 36 minutes. Yours was 2 hours 41 minutes. And speed, what was yours?
2:38.
2:38. Okay, so we're all within like the same 10-minute, 8-minute range, or like
Yeah.
6-minute range for finish times, which makes sense. What I do think is really interesting, I'm level 58. Steve was level 57, and speed, what are you, 55?
I would have been
I don't
58,
know
but I
how the
missed. But I missed
me
one
check.
candy.
Okay,
Checking game book. 55.
55. Okay, so like speed did way fewer battles, but
Yeah,
had more resets.
Speed, how many candies
And
did you get?
then-
9.
I had 10.
Mm,
I
and
skipped
I did
Victory Road this
11.
time.
I did 11.
Where's
I
the
did.
11th?
I had 11 the
Uh,
first run. I forget where I missed one.
It's Mount Moon, Cerulean,
Oh,
SS
the
Anne,
Boulder Candy.
Pokemon Tower, Cycling Road, Boulder
It's the
Candy.
Boulder Candy. I skipped
There's
that both
one in
runs.
Sylph, 2 in Pokemon Mansion, 1 in Rocket Hideout, 1 in Victory Road, 1 in the Power Plant, and 1 in Cerulean Cave.
The Boulder Candy
13.
infuriates me in a lot of runs because I like to do. I like to save
Yeah.
Erica for as long as
Mm.
possible just because she's out of the way to me. But if you do that, you miss that rare candy.
I think it was the
Plus,
Boulder
you don't have
Candy
the Lapras.
Yes.
because I
Or you go
didn't
back
have
for it.
Lapras at the time.
Well, this was really
I-
fun.
Yeah.
Wait, what were the of all the times? What were our final results for all these Pokemon?
Let's see.
I haven't got my
For me?
leaderboards made.
All right. So for me, my Kyogre was 35, 38. Groudon was
Okay.
36, 34.
Okay,
Blaze was 42.
that makes sense.
Same
It makes
level
sense that
for all
those two
three-
are slower.
Same level for all three of them.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's like fairly close to minimum battles. I didn't really like. I did quite a bit of optional training, and I think that if I did this one again, I would probably just like start cutting. Like I think the next run that I would do of this to test it would be cut every single optional battle, and just see if Rayquaza struggles at any point when going through on minimum battles. Because I don't know, like, does it need the candy on the SS hand to fight the gentleman? It probably doesn't need that candy. It can probably skip Body Slam and just use Fly. Like,
What?
I think
Think-
I could have skipped Body Slam, but I did absolutely rely on Earthquake. It's probably a red and blue thing.
yeah, maybe Earthquake is like the one optional trainer that you'd fight, or the like Body Slam guy and then Earthquake guy. Like those two would be probably the highest on my list of like people to fight in the run.
Interestingly enough, I battled Body Slam Girl too.
Oh, really?
That was an accident.
Oh no.
I only ever fight her if it was an accident. If I pressed right by mistake, I'm like, well, you only have to fight one of them to get that move.
Oh no, I did it on my way out. I just held up too long.
The most painful accident I have ever had is I was playing a normal type, I think it was Persian, and I accidentally ran into the guy with 4 Pokemon in Rock Tunnel. And they're like, it's like Graveler, Geodude, and Machop or something. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Like, this run is dead. I just restarted. It's
Yeah.
One of them.
Persian-
Yeah, the
Persian,
guy
like,
the guy next to so it's the room with the room before the 3 rooms from the end. There's a guy with a
Yes.
Graveler Geodude that's blocking it that you have to hug the wall to avoid.
Yes.
It on
Yeah,
the
that guy.
right of just entering that room is the trainer with 4 Pokemon that you're mentioning.
I know, that guy.
Because you have to hug the wall, and if you don't hug the wall, then they'll see you.
Yep. Well, thank you for having me on to do these runs. This was really fun. It was fun
Yeah,
playing
no
with
problem.
with your rules as well as the instant text speed. It's not something I do,
Yeah.
so it's really
Yeah.
fun playing the game in a different way.
Yeah, if you're ever down to do it again at some point, Steve and I are trying to invite like other people to do the runs with at least once a week. We have a couple
Nice,
people
that's
lined
awesome.
up.
Sweet. Which Pokemon? I'm totally down to do it in the future again because this is really
Oh.
fun.
I don't know
Which
one
run
we're
are you gonna
doing.
do next?
I don't know about next, but we have like the next 7 planned out.
It's
We've made
Zekrom.
the movesets for. Oh yeah, Zekrom will be the first, and then so we have
Sweet.
Reshiram, Gyurem. I think we also made the movesets and sprites for
Right.
Latios, Latias, Dialga, Palkia,
I'm-
and Arceus.
I'm bringing up the spreadsheet
Nice.
now. We've got Latias, Ho-Oh, Lugia, Arceus, Zekrom, Reshiram, Kyurem, Dialga, and Palkia.
Speed. I did see your Arceus sprite, and it is amazing.
I'm really proud of that.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
it looks so good.
Don't look at my Palkia one. It's bad. You know what? I'm gonna show it on stream anyway since I said it. I'll show both of them. All right, guys. Let's see. Gen 1 sprites.
I just pulled
Here's
up. Oh, good.
Okay, I
Here's
gotta
the-
see this.
Yeah, here is the Arceus front sprite I made right here. Also, fun fact, the Gen 2 front sprites are the same pixel size, so for Ho and Lugia, I actually
Yes.
copied over crystals.
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
the
what I
back
do.
sprite. I
Yep.
couldn't do the back sprite though, because the back sprites are 56 by 56.
Yeah, the
So I
back
had
sprites
to make-
need to be
Yeah,
done
okay.
originally.
Now, here is the Palkia. I tried my best.
So watching YouTube, I'm still seeing Arceus, but we'll
Yeah, I
get
know,
there.
It's a little bit delayed. We're waiting for it. Everyone is waiting in eager anticipation. And everyone, if you can't see them on my stream, you gotta go check their streams out.
Yep.
Because I'm
You
not
want
a
to
very
see
good
my
streamer.
good spritesmanship.
Oh, the Arceus is so good. It genuinely looks like a Game Freak sprite. It's so good. Yeah, the Palkia one is. You know, it works. It works, but it's not great. It's definitely not like the at the Arceus level. Like, there's just not quite enough pixels to get all the detail in Palkia and like make it look really convincing.
Did you improve it a little bit since last time? Because I could have sworn the eye was just one dot and there was nothing around it.
The eyes of the hardest. Yeah, this will be delayed by like 15 seconds or whatever, but I just put up Dialga.
Yeah,
I think
eyes.
Besides, like, the eye, I think the rest of it looks really good.
Yeah, eyes are so hard when you have like 28 by 28 pixels or whatever it is. Just like, okay, so there's going to be like a white dot and then a black dot and then a white dot, and they're all in a line, and hopefully that looks like an eye.
Yeah, when you do the Gen 1 sprites, all you can work with is black, dark gray, and light gray. White is just a free color. What I would do is, like, sometimes on the lighter areas, white would be, like, the light, and for dark gray, I would use the light gray. You can use two different lighting colors. What I figured out with Arceus.
My brain is like, ooh, unicorn.
That's what he said to me, yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate everyone who came out and checked out my end of the stream. I am going to be streaming tomorrow again, so if you want to come and see some, I think Gen 2.
Oh, nice. What time are you streaming?
I'll be in the middle of the day, so like 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. And I'll probably be 30 minutes late because apparently I can never be on time.
Is it a surprise what you're streaming?
I think it's going to be Sneasel and Crystal.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's bad. I've done that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Special attacker in a physical attacker's body.
Yeah, it's probably going to be like a 5-hour stream. I have 5-6 hours.
You're going to be doing 2 attempts?
I'll do 2 attempts, yeah.
Oh, dude. Have you I know you did it way long ago for a versus race, but have you done Steelix since?
No, I haven't, but spoilers, I am planning to do Steelix again this year, so.
It's so bad.
It is. Yeah.
I remember Gym Leader Matt did a Steelix too. Both Steve and Matt, their Steelix, I think, had to be in like the low 90s to survive a flamethrower and a surf. But I was able to find a strat to beat him at only level 70.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I won't say it to avoid spoilers.
Yeah.
We actually did the math too. Like, he's like, I think this was a very bad run. And I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's name every single scenario that could possibly happen. And then we figured out, you know what? He was like a standard deviation above what should have happened. Like,
yes, I was telling Steve about the 30 or so resets I had on that one run because my strat just would not work to save my life. And he kept telling me all the chances, and he kept telling me I'm probably doing the math wrong. And then he came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's a long way of just saying I'm unlucky.
It came out to like a 5.75% chance to win, which does not equate to 30 plus resets, unless you're a standard deviation above bad luck.
Yeah. I had the Quillfish stream where my strategy was headbutt and then cause a flinch on the Espeon and then knock it out. And headbutt. So it should be 30% chance, right? And I think I failed like 10 plus headbutts in a row without flinching once. It was so aggravating.
Doesn't Quillfish have like minimize?
Yeah, but I banned all evasion moves now.
Even in level up?
Even in level up.
Wow. So Pikachu must be bad.
Yeah, Pikachu's bad.
Yeah, Scott, you still owe us that Pikachu redo without Surf.
I do. There will be a Pikachu redo at some. It'll probably be a 3-way versus video. Pikachu versus Magnemite versus Voltorb. I am not looking forward to filming this.
So bad. We did like.
If I had to put money on which of those 3 would win, I would probably say Magnemite just because of early Sonic Boom.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It gets tackle. Just tackle.
Yeah, it only gets. We did a run with Magnemite in the randomizer.
Until like level 17 or something. It's so bad.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I think Magneton was a little bit underrated.
Yeah.
Starting with Sonic Boom, yeah.
Yeah,
It didn't have the 4 times weakness to ground type moves yet.
I'm just gonna not say much about Magneton right now, but
Yeah.
I swear produced videos are coming back very soon.
Yeah, guys, think of all the December stuff.
Okay, well, thanks for having me on. I'm gonna end my stream now, so thanks everyone for hanging out. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay, so Steve, you want to do your outro?
Thank you guys, everyone, for joining. I appreciate the special guest joining in as well. It was a very fun run. I know I didn't release a schedule this week. I am just gonna be flying at the I'm just gonna do it whenever I feel like it this week. Unfortunately, because of the whole internet issue, I didn't know if the internet was gonna work. But I am gonna also do a Pidgeot redo, which unfortunately is not something I generally do. But I'm doing a Pidgeot redo because I had 0 DVs, and Lorelei was way too hard because of that, and the overlay kept setting it to 0. So that was like the worst possible Pidgeot you could possibly have. So it deserves a redo. I'm only gonna be doing 1 attempt, but anyways, keep an eye out for the that run and the Rhydon run. Have a nice night, guys.